Hey ladies and gentlemen, Chris Johnson here with today's Insurance Agent, where we empower today's agent for tomorrow's success. Hope you're doing well, guys. You know, recently I released a video on the importance of content marketing, and today I wanted to follow that up with a discussion on email marketing, as I feel that the two topics really go hand in hand. So stay tuned after the intro, and we're going to dive into email marketing for insurance agents 101. Welcome back, and thanks for joining us for today's marketing session. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Chris Johnson, founder of today's Insurance Agent and the Fika Insurance Group. Okay guys, let's jump into email marketing for insurance agents 101. Email marketing can be a powerful tool to increase your engagement with a targeted audience. It uses content to build your brand, foster your relationships, and provide current news and information about the products and services that you offer. You may not know this, but email marketing is one of the oldest strategies in the insurance industry. The fact is that email marketing isn't going away anytime soon. According to the largest email provider, gmail.com, they have more than 1 billion users across the world, which makes email marketing still very popular, but it's becoming more difficult to create the engaging and successful campaigns because it seems that everybody's doing it. So if you're creating email marketing in 2022, and you should be, try these top 4 tips to help you reach your goals and drive more leads and retain more clients. Now, tip number 1 I have for you today is invest in an email platform, like a Constant Contact or a MailChimp. This is because these types of platforms will allow you the ability to not only automate your marketing campaigns, but it's important that it will allow you the ability to track results. Now, let's go into that for a minute. The most important thing you can do when doing any marketing is tracking your results. I can't tell you guys how many times I've met with independent agents just like yourself that want to grow their business and they're out there marketing, but they don't know their numbers. They really don't know what's working and what's not. So if you take anything away from today's video, the biggest piece of advice I can give you is know your numbers, guys. It'll make it a lot easier. Now, before I move on and everyone starts asking me which one of these providers I like better, personally, I prefer Constant Contact. However, I just want you to know that either one of these platforms will serve you well. Number 2, experiment with sending out emails on different days of the week. The fact is that most companies do mass email marketing on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Now, we all know that Mondays are horrible and nobody cares anything about anything except for the weekend when it comes to Fridays, right? So I know what you're asking yourself, what does that mean for you? Well, if you're just following the crowd and you're sending out your emails on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, then your messages are more likely being mixed in with hundreds of emails from department store sales to dining discounts and clearance events. So most likely your prospects or clients are just deleting them without opening them in an attempt to clean out their inbox. I mean, we all do that, right? Now, with that said, in order to get higher engagement from your audience, why not try a Saturday or a Sunday? Now, I get it, nobody likes to work on the weekends, but if you remember tip number 1 about doing an email platform, then it won't be a problem, because most of these will allow you the opportunity to schedule your campaigns in advance. So it looks like you're working on Saturday and Sunday, when in fact you're just kind of kicked back, but your messages are being read, right? Alright, let's talk about tip number 3, and that is to create a catchy subject line that grabs your audience's attention. Now, I want you to view this as the most important part of your email. It's even more important than the content itself. I mean, this is the one line that dictates whether or not your client or prospect deems your email worthy of their time. So you must create a subject line that's going to draw their attention. So I highly recommend reading it back to yourself, a coworker, a friend, or a family member, and asking them, would they click on the email, or would you? Additionally, it's important to keep the subject line short and sweet and to the point. I mean, almost all of us check our emails via phone now, right? So what does that mean? Well, that means that you have 50 characters or less to grab their attention. Anything longer and it's going to be cut off anyway. So the last thing that I'm going to touch on as it pertains to subject lines is it's a great idea to use action-oriented words or verbs in order to inspire your customers to click. call for an action. We all know what that means, right? So use that call for an action when it comes to your subject lines. Okay, moving on. Number 4, and probably the most overlooked trick of them all, segmenting your list. Now, you most likely have multiple audiences for multiple products that you offer, right? So it's important to segment your list to ensure that your messages are getting sent to the correct audience. For example, if you're sending out a newsletter that's geared towards Medicare beneficiaries, you wouldn't want to have an ACA qualified household on that list. Not only is it pointless information to them, but to the prospect, it shows that you really aren't necessarily, geared to their specific needs. Now, what would that mean? That would mean that next time you send out content or an email, they're less likely to read it. Segmenting gives you the opportunity to narrow your message to a targeted audience, right? Meaning that you become the subject matter expert to that audience. And if you remember from our content marketing video, it's important to become the subject matter expert to your audience. Now, there's several different ways that you can segment a list. For example, you can do it by product type, client's needs, zip code, gender, or even family size. It really depends on what works best for you in order to properly manage it. And again, most of these platforms that I mentioned will allow you to do this and set your own fields, which makes the process a lot easier for you. Now, I think it's important to mention, for those of you that don't know, our videos are sponsored by the Fika Insurance Group. And for our agents that are contracted through us, we offer more tips and tricks, not only in email marketing, but other strategies as well. So I'm going to place our contact information below for those of you that are interested in learning more. Now, in closing, I want to wish everyone success in their business, and if you found this content to be helpful, please don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button on your way out. This way you'll be notified when we post any new content. Also, I'd like to invite you to join our groups on either Facebook or LinkedIn at Today's Insurance Agent. Thanks again, everyone, and until next time, have a great day.